Hey everybody, welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J 1999 and welcome to our lunch hour where we hang out with you wonderful folks and bring you something fun to listen to during the day. Wherever you may be, at work, at home, doesn't matter. We're here for you. So if you're new to the lunch stream and wondering what this is, well, this is where we just hang out with you good, wonderful people for the next hour. We'll do a roster review, we'll answer your questions, and we'll just let chaos ensue. If you do have a question, go ahead and put that in the chat now. Make sure you put the term question in front of your question. So it just helps us scoop it up. Makes it a lot easier for us. So go ahead and do that if you haven't. If you haven't already, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on this video. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Obviously, you love the content that we're putting out, so please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you get notifications of when we're live streaming, and we stream a lot. A ton. A plethora. A cornucopia of times. Also, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, please check out our Patreon if you want to support the channel and keep us going and putting out the great content that you guys love. Please check out our Patreon. Maybe think about becoming a Patreon sponsor. And if you haven't checked out our GoFundMe, we are going to be doing a half marathon run in April of next year. We're going to try to raise money for the American Cancer Society. And so if you haven't checked out our GoFundMe, please go check that out for that endeavor. On the 20th of this month, here not too far away, we're going to be doing another mega stream like we did before to raise money. So be on the lookout for that. So subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we will rock and roll. All right, let's introduce everybody. We got a lot of people here today. Let's start off with the soulless one, Gingivitis and Self Stanley Red, who will be scooping up your questions and monitoring chat. Stanley, how's it going?
It's going good.
Someone who will not be monitoring chat, scooping up your questions, and pretty much waste our time is, of course, the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman.
Porg.
Oh my God, not that crap. I am not in the mood. I've got a hurricane heading my direction. God damn it. No, we're not doing this today. No. I'll say it in Spanish so you understand. No. There we go. All right. That other voice you heard, it's been a while. Apparently, she just didn't want to hang out with us. The lovely Dana Descent is here.
Hey, never. It's never, ever that. I got a new phone like a week ago, and I thought that I was being dissed. And I didn't know what was going on, and I figured it out today that my profile was different because I was looking at the picture and I had a message from my other Skype account in the messages, and I'm like, what is going on here? I'm really bad with logins and passwords, and when I signed in, it was an old account, so that's what happened.
Yeah. Don't you feel silly thinking that we didn't?
Yeah.
We're calling you every day. Calling you every day.
Because I was there for a while because we were coming back from vacation, and then we got back and thrown into like everything, school and just lots of stuff, and yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that it was just me.
Yeah.
And it was
all
me, not
in your
you.
Mind, yeah.
No, it wasn't just you. Remember, it's all Finn's fault.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's right. Damn it, Finn. But also, Porg.
Oh God.
Light Porg. Turn on the magic for a shining Porg.
The only light pork I want is it's been cooked over a flame for just a quick so I can eat it rare. All right. Also joining us is Grim the Mechanic.
How's it going?
Hey. We also have from across the seas and over yonder in the jolly old land of England, the one and only Mike Hunt.
What did the hurricane say to the coconut tree?
What's that?
Hold on to your nuts. This is going to be the best blowjob of your life.
That's right. And last but not least, we have the one and only Stoner Jedi here.
What's up, everybody?
Where's my apprentice?
He's watching his shows, hanging out.
We'll put him on and
hanging
you
out.
Switch it up. I want him on this podcast so you go watch cartoons.
Sounds good.
I have much to discuss and teach my young apprentice. Mainly to shoot force lightning up your ass.
He force toast me all over the house, man. Thanks, Ranger.
That's right. Next, I will teach him to destroy porgs with telekinesis. All right, so let's get it started up in here. We have our roster review to get to, so let's rock and roll. And of course, guys, if you guys want a roster review, all you need to do is send your GG page to Finn. Make sure he responds, and we can add you to the queue to get your roster review done. So please go ahead if you would like one. That's all you have to do. Simple Simon stuff. All right, today we're doing Papa Tortuga's profile, and they're in the Republic. Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, what is Papa Tortuga? What are they looking for? What's the first thing?
Papa Tortuga has a few things. I want to start with one in particular.
Sure.
Because I know this is going to be a sticking point for us. So he says, if you could get help making a new arena team, that'd be cool. I've kind of given up on arena. Well, we don't want that happening.
He has Treya, so I'm not understanding this. This is a mod issue. It has to be. I don't understand why this is... Well, first of all, why the hell are we using JTR and it says lineup? My dear Lord in heaven. That's just wrong.
And he has a double Zeta Treya and everything too. So
yeah, let's figure this out, because there's no way in this God's green earth you should be this low rank. If you want to look at his mods real quick, Finn, I'm going to go to his actual characters and see what in the name of baby Jesus is going on. Well, one, let's get rid of JTR in that lineup. Let's use Thrawn for one.
His mods make me cry.
Is that what's going on? Is the mods?
Yes. He has a 15 speed health set critical damage triangle on Wicket.
Ah!
Somebody hasn't looked at mods.
Why?
Why? He has a 14 speed offense square on Django.
Oh, I looked at mods and I'm regretting it.
We need to work on mods for you, sir.
That's the big issue, and the lineup
that's
that
probably
you're running,
where you're struggling here.
Dude.
His best cross is a 13 speed cross, right? And it's a speed set, and it's on Cody. We need to change things.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay, we definitely need to change this up soon.
Cody to be that fast.
Okay, so that's why you're
would we
having
go to
issues
General
with
Veers?
Arena probably, or maybe you've given up and stuff, because your mods are definitely scattered. So we need to work on that.
Let's just focus on that. Let's not do anything else for this roster review. Let's just
decent
focus on
mods
this.
on Mob Enforcer
What?
and Poggle.
Ah!
And on Tuscan Raider.
Why?
And Tuscan Shaman.
Oh, well, that's different.
Oh my-
Tuscan Shaman. I mean, what the?
Light pork, turn
Dude.
on. Happy thought.
All right, this is the lineup we're gonna go with. I didn't see Nest, but that's fine. We don't need Nest.
No, he
He's got Nest.
What's the? My GG's been a little slow. What's his Nest at?
let me find her again. 1 second. Nest is
3-star gear 7.
Nah,
but level 85.
yeah, but so the lineup we're going to go with is Treya lead with Palpatine.
By the way, the other
Thrawn.
thing I'll mention right now, his more than half of his roster is fluff
Why
GP.
is this doing this? Every time I try to click, Sith or something, it keeps going to a random character. I don't want to see Wampa.
Okay, so
GG.
the other thing also is that more than half of his roster is fluff GP.
Oh, I don't care about that.
He doesn't have any character that isn't level 85 in purple gear.
Well, that's
But they're all they're all gear 7. So essentially they're
okay.
still useless, and it's inflating his GP, and it's going to make his own territory wars and stuff harder because they're not usable. The characters that he has are not really all that usable. I mean, he has a gear 7 Zalbar, a gear 7 T3, a gear 7
A gear
Mission.
8 Poggle.
Yeah. So
A gear 8
this
Tuscan
used to
Shaman.
this used to be the strategy before, when you did need to be ready to pivot to different arena teams. But this was before territory wars. Your roster, Papa Tortuga, is actually going to be a big disservice to you with your guild in territory wars because it's inflating the GP. And your GP, the guild of your GP is 184. So the first target is obviously making sure you get to 120. If you're doing it to help your guild get to 120 and get that extra Zeta from territory wars, it's one thing. But you're beyond that point. I would stop doing anything besides level 50 and adding no additional gear to any character just for the holding of mods. Other than level 50, you shouldn't be doing anything else.
All right.
So
the lineup we're going trail lead with Palpatine, Thrawn, Scion, and Nihilus. And your fastest mods, your best mods, need to go on your Thrawn. Next set fastest should go on your Palpatine. And then your Traya, Scion, and Nihilus should all be above 200. But we got to revamp your entire team because... Oh boy.
His Scion's also only gear 9, so he has to up the gear on Scion.
Yeah, all gear towards Scion. All hell Scion. But yeah,
you would put Emperor Palpatine on that team?
You're damn right. It's the team I use now. It's disgusting. It's really, really disgusting and pretty solid on defense.
And I see it a lot on mine.
Yeah, and you can switch the lead on that too, since you have the Zetas done. So certain teams you can go Palpatine lead. And then you can switch it up to, or you can go trade team. Well, certain times I'll use Palpatine lead, and then I'll switch it back to trail lead. But for the majority, trail lead is what you want to do.
Part of the EP thing though is that his AOE stun can really turn the tide of battle.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting.
It really can.
And his shock and stuff. I mean, and he's getting health back under trail lead, and it's nasty.
Yeah, and then there's another good one, the Palpatine Nest Triumvirate, like Palp lead. It's like the turn meter lead.
But his Nest's not even close. But that's a tune you could after if you can get her to gear 11, then you can kind of mix her in. But you got to have her super fast. But I'm seeing people go more Thrawn now because Thrawn is disgusting, and if you can put all your best speed mods on him and get him super duper fast, it's going to make a huge difference for you in arena because your Thrawn goes first. Hell, I just speed up my Palpatine like stun everybody, wee. Or if they have like the double tank, like I'll speed up Scion, he'll do his AOE, and then I'll burn down like their Thrawn or something like that. It just gives you a lot of flexibility of how you can use it. And yeah, that stun for Palpatine, it's just nasty. It's just super nasty. And when you start getting shocked at everybody, he's just getting turn meters back so fast. He's just constantly going. So it's nice. It's very nice. I like it a lot. But irregardless, so that's a team you need to run, but we got to get your mods fixed. So your priority for modding is... Preferably, we need a speed set on Thrawn with your best speed secondaries and your two other, and a set that has your two fastest speeds on there as well. So you have the maximized speed that you can get. Crit damage, I don't care, but we need to get him as fast as possible. I mean, looking at his speed secondaries for his arena team, I mean, does he need far more speed secondaries? I mean, what are we looking like on his mods?
He could always get a few more secondaries. I mean, his top end speeds. So he has a lot of those, like what I would consider mid-level speed secondaries, which are in the range of about like 13 to 17. That's pretty much where he's loaded. He only has 120. But he has a lot of blue mods that are in that mid-level range, so he could potentially slice them up to gold and get those like higher than 20 mods and stuff.
Sure.
He has a good number of double-digit speed secondaries. It's enough to fill an entire arena team. If he wants to go beyond that for territory wars and stuff and try to get like really competitive squads for those, he'll probably need some more. Eyeballing it, it looks like he has enough to maybe mod about 7 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just about like 7 characters with double-digit speed secondary mods. And again, not all characters need speed secondaries. Like Sith Trooper, you can just make tanky and slow, and same thing with like Kenobi. I mean, so I'm not saying you have to put mods that are fast, but a lot of them you do want to make sure that they're fast with whatever other stats that you're looking for. And it looks like his limitation is about 7, which covers him for arena. and maybe for a couple of alternate characters for Arena if he wants to switch.
Yeah, he could do.
But if you're looking for territory
and
war
GTR,
depth,
that's the leads for those because the other characters necessarily not as fast, but those two will make a big difference. But yeah, I mean, your roster looking at it, there's no reason whatsoever you should be as low as you are in Arena. There is no reason.
He does need a speed set. So he has a lot of speed secondaries, but not on speed set. He only has 2 double-digit speed secondaries on speed sets.
All right, so we need to farm some
speed
sets
mods.
In
particular, he needs.
We need some speed mod farming, but we need to get on Thrawn your best speed set that you have, if we can make one happen, and then just 2 that match best high speed that you can get, and then work your way down on your Arena team. And it's going to be Thrawn, Palpatine, Nihilus, Traya, and Scion. That's going to be your best bet, and they've got to be modded correctly. Thrawn's got to be your fastest. You want him as fast as possible. I think mine's 282 or 288 right now, and I'm still slicing mods and moving them around. So, if you want to do good in Arena, you got to take the time to invest and put the correct mods on there. I mean, having the characters is one thing, and it's great, right? It does help, but if you have crap mods on there, you're just kind of spinning your wheels because you're not doing anything. The other team, I don't care what characters you have. If you're going last every time, you're pretty much hosed.
Yeah. And the way Arena is going right now, most people check the opposing team before they fight them to see what speeds they are so they can prepare. And if they see that, your Thrawn is only 220, they're going to run you over.
I mean, why fight a hard battle when you can get an easy battle and just start laying pain? Why? I mean, so you got to mod correctly, my friend. So that's it. And if you have, gear is priority on Scion. Get him to 12. Don't do any other character but Scion. We've got to get your Arena going because again, it's a cascading effect. With the team you've got and the Zetas you have, if we get you correctly modded and get the gear on Sonic. I mean, he's still good at gear 9. You can still run him because he's a tanky tank. You're hurting yourself in the long term because we want to get you. I mean, just think about if you're in the top 50 in Arena, you're just getting better rewards, better crystals. It's just a cascading effect that'll help you long term. Your roster, I'm looking at just general glance. So we got a lot of nice tunes and characters on it. But the problem is you're not taking advantage of that because I don't know what you're using in Arena, but stop it. Just stop it. It hurts my soul when I saw that lineup. Oh God.
Yeah, the JTR team is like, oh, what?
Well, no. Oh my God. All right, so you know what you need to do, my friend. You need to get these mods on these correct characters, and you need to be using the correct lineup. So let's get Vader.
Really quick, he did say that he's just been throwing mods on everyone because it's been a tedious task. Keep your Arena squad modded. Yeah. Nothing else. Yeah. You don't have to mod every single character. Just keep your Arena mod squadded. Arena
mod squatted. Make sure you got your squeeze squatted.
God, yes. Please mod your squeeze. Keep your Arena squad modded at all times. If you don't worry about the other characters, that's fine. Well, again, it depends on your guild and how much they focus on their territory wars and that kind of stuff. But focus on your Arena squad. Make sure that their mods are always at the top.
Oh my God. All right, that's one thing. So what's the next thing we need to look at, Dr.
Okay. So the next thing is that he's trying to figure out where he should be focusing. He's feeling a bit lost right now in terms of what to focus on. He's working on characters and trying to get them up to 7-star. Right now, he said he's farming Lobot, Rose, Bosk, Special Forces, Vandor, Chewie, Young Lando, Bastila, and L3.
Why is he farming Lobot?
Yeah.
I'm guessing for territory battles and just to finish characters off to 7-star.
Let's skip that jazz.
There's some other characters to prioritize.
Boss is a priority.
Lobot. Well, where is his Lobot? Is his Lobot almost 7-star?
Lobot!
Finish it. Let me see. Where's his Lobot? His Lobot is 6-star. I'm assuming it's close to 7-star. I mean, he can just finish it off really quick.
I wouldn't even bother. You mean just pull bronziums. Eventually, you'll get a 7-star Lobot.
Yeah,
yeah, that's bother. That's where I've been getting most of my Lobot shards is bronziums because he drops all the time.
Yeah, dude, seriously, you'll be fine. We want to farm on characters that I can't get the filter working.
I finished Lobot and Aurora from the bronziums. Like I got 80 drops from them to put them up to 7 stars, so you can see those later on.
Yeah, if it's a character that drop it out of bronziums, I don't even bother farming them, because you just constantly get drops out of that store, So okay, Lobot. All right, go through the list of characters again. He was scattered all over the place.
Well, I mean, so he was just focusing on the old hard node characters. It doesn't look like he transitioned to the new one. So when he's naming them, it's Lobot, Rose, Bosk. Special Forces is Guild Store, Vandor, Chewie, Lando, Bastila, and L3.
Bastila's fine. L3 is fine. Vandor's
I'm even okay
fine.
with young Lando and Chewie if you suspect that there's going to be a solo stuff.
Sure, that's fine. But those
Bosk is good.
Yeah, Bosk you definitely want to farm.
Yeah, I would stop Rose. I would stop Lobot. Now, one of the reasons.
Well, the only reason you do Rose is if
people farm Rose.
Like
why am I merging words today?
I don't know what's going on.
Who the hell is Lowe's? God damn it.
Lowe's bot.
God. So
she's the Chinese Rose, mate.
So one of the reasons why people farm Rose is because she is one of the few light side hard nodes that people have left. They've been moving a lot into dark side. But there is now Zalbar, who is a light side farm. So in order to prepare for whatever's coming down here with the whole Revan, Order of the Old Republic stuff, I would start working on Zalbar for your light side hard node farm instead of Rose. And then just stop Lobot altogether and focus on particular characters and try to get them up to 7-star a little more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my GG's just gone cray. So, but yeah, I farm. Yeah, so keep farming what you're farming, but get those other. No, I mean, you don't need those characters to 7 stars. Just drop them, Lobot and crap like that.
Finn's drinking on the job.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I'm
sipping on gin and juice. Lay back. All right, next question.
I think that covers it. If we want to look to see where he should be farming in general, because that's what he's.
I can't. GG's not cooperating with me. I mean, just a general. I think he's got most, if not all, the main characters that he needs. I mean, I'm just going through and looking. So, just from the top working down. I mean, he's got like Night Sisters and Resistance.
He has First Order 7-starred, but not geared. So potentially that's a squad that he could gear up a little.
Yeah, work on the gear on those. Yeah.
If he has access to Nest's freaking node,
farm
the crap out Nest.
Yeah, Nest,
because she's amazing.
Not even just farming her node. Make sure her gear is not that bad, and once you get her to gear 11, you notice the difference even at 3 stars. So
yep.
Yeah.
And worth a Zeta at 3 stars too, potentially. So
yep.
Low.
That's what mine is.
One more thing too, going back to his mods. I don't know about you guys, but ever since they did the 2.0 and the filters, I love the filters. It's so much easier, the loadouts, and it makes shuffling and rolling mods more fun, in my opinion. So
it's all GG that just brought into the game.
Well,
all those features were GG.
Yeah, exactly. And now we don't have to crunch numbers and put it down on paper and.
Well, I still do that, but now I use the end game stuff.
I've been building a bunch of mass loadouts and using them to shuffle when I want to, but I haven't started shuffling yet, only because it costs so much too. So
yeah,
it's just optimizing what the best loadouts are for what teams and what particular setting.
So he's done something that always we caution against. He has a Gear 8 4-star Bastila with a Zeta. And I mean a Gear 8 Bastila.
Yeah, you don't want to put a Zeta on a character that low gear,
I don't know what the hell
right?
just happened.
Ranger's gonna explode.
Ranger just like jackhammered into his
Well, he's at that point where she needs those stun guns and carbs, right? But once you get past that point, she's relatively easy gear too. So gear her up too as well.
You don't want to Zeta characters early.
No.
Faslola is not going to survive really a lot with gear 8.
No.
You have to have her gear 11. And
I mean, your Scion, you put a Zeta on in gear 9, right? So you need to work on getting the gear up on your Scion. We already mentioned that, but you don't want Zetas on low characters, especially now. I mean, I have one, and it upsets me. I have one on Kylo Ren, regular Kylo Ren. I have him at gear 9. I need to up his gear. I
show you the dark side.
Not using First Order very much.
I'll show you the backside of my
gear
mods.
9 to solo heroic. Reason for it, but yeah, don't. I
mean, he's got a lot of really good tunes.
He needs to focus. He's spread out too much.
You're way too spread out, my friend. So Basla, you can go ahead and work on her gear after you work on Scion. Get him going because he's going to be in your arena team. But then you've got a 4-star Basla, so if you can get her to gear 11, you can run your Jedi team with that because you've got Herman at 12 with the Zeta, you've got Grandmaster Yoda at 11, Old Ben's at 12, General Kenobi's at 12, Ezra's 11. So you've got a great team for Territory Wars with that Jedi team, you know. And so, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, get her done as soon as possible.
So, I mean, so you farmed a lot of the right stuff, but it's too scattered. So let's get a little bit more focused. So if you focus, like we said, work on those characters' gear that we told you. You can continue the hard node farming that you're doing. I don't have a problem with that. Ditch low bots, monkey ass. And then let's get those get your best
and
mods
Rose.
on your
I'll
ring.
drop Rose, too.
Yeah, if you're farming Zalbar, just forget about Rose for now. You know, you don't even need to bother. You know, the reason I was farming Rose is because it was very light side. It was light side, the only one I had, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go on Zalbar. But do that. Let's remod your arena team. Use that arena team that we told you to use. You'll do much better. Priority is Thrawn, fast as you can possibly make him.
That's right. Start squatting your squeets. That is the theme of this theme of the roster review. Squad your squeets.
Okay.
Squad your squeets, heard.
All right. So, is there anything else? And to Torga, if you have questions, and I'm sure you will, get with us in our Discord. Message me. Message Finn. Just message us, please, brother. Oh my God, please.
But message Finn.
Because we've got to get your. There's no reason why you shouldn't be at least top 50 arena, and there's no reason why whatsoever. You've got the characters and the tunes and the Zetas that just. I know it's tedious, but really it's not. It's not that hard. It only takes a few minutes to remod your arena team.
And the message to Finn should just read, "I blame you."
Yeah.
That's
Nobody's science right there. God damn it. All right, Papa, get with us as soon as you can, and we'll get you squared away if you have any questions. All right, so it's time for questions and stuff. Oh, my guild started a new raid. Let's go through what raid we started.
It's a tank.
It's a tank raidy.
Yeah.
All right, let me just go in there and do that and hit join and. All right, so I've gotten that squared away. Oh, let's see how Imperial Retaliation's going. I think we already got the stars.
Yeah.
I just do the battles because I can't wait. I can't stay up that late to deploy.
By the time I go into deploy, the deployments are full too.
Yeah,
so.
it's like Jesus Christ. All right. And if you guys want to see what I'm working on, you can. It's Old Republic. So I'm working on finishing gearing 12 Chewbacca, just a couple pieces away. And by pieces, I mean the actual salvage pieces, not the actual overall piece. Zombie, I'm about to take. I'm gonna work on Zombie to get into gear 10, and then you can see I'm working on the Old Republic characters. They're all there. I'm slowly grinding them up, and you can see that there's a meticulous way that I'm doing it. And then I'm working, after I get Zombie done, I'll work on the Gear and Wampin Imperial Pro Droid. Ness is there because I'm working on her. Bass is there because I'm working on starring her. So there's a lot of characters you can see that I'm working on. So
how are you doing the Cantina farm with T3 and Mission?
I give my energy. I use a 100, and then I just did. I did T3 to 4-star. I got Vision to 4-star, so now I'm taking her to 5. Then I'll take T3 to 5. Then I'll go back and get her to 6, him to 6. So I'm just kind of going in increments with those two.
Yeah, same. Like I went with T3 and got him to 5 first, and then got Mission to 5, and I stayed on Mission because she's got the higher energy node. So that way, when Mission gets to 6, at least I can go back to T3, and it'll be kind of relative. It'll seem a little easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I was working on Rose because it was just the only light side. I just had too lazy to remember.
Yeah, but now you got Big Z.
I got Big Z. But you know what? I am not getting any goddamn shards out of any of those. It's really ridiculous. Yeah, last 2 days, and I'm doing the ship battles too. Nothing. He's still 24 out of 30. It is really ridiculous.
His is dropping out of the ships pretty well for me, but
not
I do
me.
the ships first. And then I go to Bastila.
The last 2 days, it has been awful. You know, Bastila, Jolie, Mission, T3, plenty of shards. I'm not worried about that. Zalbar, I want to know who I pissed off because I'm not getting any of those damn shards. So,
oh man, the one that I've been having problems with has been Bastila, dude.
Really, I get tons of her.
For the past 3 days, I've gotten 0 shards from her freaking node.
Man, I'm halfway to 7-star Bastila. I'm 6 away from 6-star Jolie. And then the rest are at 5 stars. Zalbar's at like 22 out of 85, and then I haven't touched T3s yet, so.
That's cray-cray. Well, Troida was right. Let's get to some questions.
Pizza the Hut. Question late in the chat yesterday, you mentioned that young Lando has a good kit. Please give a little more detail on why he's good and which lineup to use him with.
That was the name.
He stacks a fence that doesn't reset each phase.
He can stealth hurt characters.
So, and he's got that retribution, not retribution, the special one, where you choose an ally, you give them prepared, and also buff them up with additional protection and whatnot. So he can keep other toons alive, and he hits like the proverbial truck. He hits harder than Wampa.
And then on top of that, doesn't he reset his cooldowns too when he's critically hitting, right? So his special's kind of spamming.
Does it? I didn't even notice that.
It's something with it's either his basic or the card ability. I'm not 100% because I haven't played with the prepared tunes as much.
What one?
Doesn't he have an ability doesn't he have an ability in his kit that resets his cooldown on crits?
It's his unique. I think it. No. Where is it?
It's because his special has a ridiculously high cooldown, right?
No, he has a 70% chance to assist another scoundrel ally during their turn, limited.
Yeah,
turn.
It's his big shot, hot hand special, 14 turn cooldown.
Yeah.
It says at the end of each turn, there's a 50% chance for each debuffed enemy to reduce the cooldown of the ability by 1. And it's not just at the end of his turn, it's at the end of every character's turn.
So that's on both sides of the field, too. So that's even better. So you're consistently spamming that hot hand, right? So
I like him under a Jango Fett lead. Because that extra 30 speed, man.
I mean, you could do a lot with the scoundrels. Obviously, we know all that, but I mean, obviously, the prepared tunes seem best in a prepared squad. But you get more out of your roster separating it too. In a sense, it's just finding that space for Lando now. Really, I think you got all the Kira teams. You got the L3 droid team, JTR, right? So you're like stretching that faction out as much as you can in your roster.
RSG Vormax, hello to all. Question, Ranger J1999, do you also blame Finn for Jedi Revan coming to the game instead of our Lord and Savior Revan?
Yes.
Ski Trooper, question, turn order for Chewie, CLS, R2, and Han. Target speeds for a very old shard.
If you're playing the counters, I mean, there isn't a particular speed that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Just get Bistan in there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Bistan, those Bistan teams are pretty cool, man. I mean, my Bistan's only like gear 8, but the frenzy mechanic and the turn meter manipulation, I could see that. Right? He was just sitting here laughing.
Like, he's Sith.
He's like, oh, Ranger hears me, I can't laugh anymore.
I'll live your force lightning creatures to death. You enjoy your gleeful pain.
I mean, so to the question, I mean, the target speeds that you need for those characters, right, doesn't necessarily change. You would still want R2 to be fast in order to stealth whoever your tank is. You want Han to be very offense crit damage oriented, so he does a lot of damage. CLS, you want crit damage set in order to get more damage. Chewie, you can go a couple different ways. You can go with offense. You can make him tanky with protection, not health, so he fights against Traya teams. The bigger concern is actually the health with that team, and trying to get CLS to be the one that gets the guarded buff from Chewie instead of your tank. Instead of R2. Because your tank is going to be definitely tankier, so it's fine. Han and Chewie, or Chewie doesn't get it. Han already has it. So it's down to CLS versus R2. And you have to make sure that CLS is less tanky, so less health protection than R2, so that CLS gets the guarded buff from Chewie. And so if you're doing it that way, speed, you just want to get him as fast as possible, with R2 being your fastest, and then the other ones focus on offense, CLS, speed-based crit damage, whatever you have. But the protection and health is important in trying to get the guarded on CLS.
Right, and then on top of the fact that R2 is sharing all of those stats too, so...
Mm-hmm.
Doyusen, question for Stoner Jedi. Preference on method of consumption before different game types/events, i.e. joint for arena, bong for TB, blunt for territory wars, etc.
It's definitely the gravity bomb before all of those.
Well, whatever you do, don't forget to bring a towel.
You guys want to get high?
I'm more of an exclusive one-man blunt kind of guy. That's it.
There you go. Next question.
Ski Trooper, question. What does Kermit have to say about the mods from the roster review?
Huh?
What does Kermit have to say about the mods from the roster review today?
Well, I would have to say that they smell like a lot like Miss Piggy. Yay! Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here from Sesame Street News, and today we are going to be looking at mods. And, let's see, this roster is, wait a minute, why are we using JTR? Using JTR in the squad makes me angry! I'm very mad!
Alright, next question.
Sith Gorilla McMultu posted a video stating he believes the Revan event will be announced later this week and launched next week. Think they will really come that soon?
No.
That's kind of what Operation
Doubtful.
Metaverse is thinking as well. I mean, we discussed last night, I was on their stream, and Wink from the Shadow podcast thinks that because of the length of the video, where the video itself is like 10 seconds and the overall length is 17 seconds, that 10:17 is when they're going to do that. And I was like, it could, but if they put it out that soon, I mean, oh boy.
Yeah, Link was saying something about the time of the video, it being 17 seconds and it coming out on October 17th or whatever. I mean,
they
the
just
timing
moved,
of the calendar.
They moved BB-8's event to October 18th. which means Jedi Training Rey is going to happen at that same time. So it's unlikely that they're going to have a different legendary along with Jedi Training Rey overlapping the same time. So I don't think that it's going to happen this month, actually. They moved Jedi Training Rey, which I think actually leaves some space in between the CLS that's, I think, still going right now, to the next Jedi Training Rey, where there's going to be I think C-3PO is actually still coming to the game. And so I think he's going to be coming as a marquee event for everyone. Then Jedi Training Rey. They may make the announcement, but I don't think that he's going to be coming. If anything, it'll maybe be at the very end of the month. But my guess right now is that we're going to get a C-3PO marquee, followed by Jedi Training Rey Journey, followed by another marquee, possibly a release of a couple more Night Sisters at the end of the month. And then you're going to get Revan sometime in November. Time-wise for the KOTOR characters, it looks like it's a little bit too soon to do anything with Revan this month. I think next month it would be the target. Otherwise, it would be way too early based on their previous releases of characters with short cadences, like with Phoenix and stuff. This would be even shorter than the time frame for Phoenix characters to be farmed. So yeah. I'm gonna guess.
I think for all the people reading so much into these videos and stuff, really needs to be here on YouTube and search for Tinfoil Hat by Weird Al Yankovic and sit and watch it.
Hey, it's what we do.
Well, that and I mean, like, bringing up the Thrawn event and like how rushed everything was, and everybody speculating how it's too soon, right? And the video is basically like them giving you this huge heads up, like, hey, you got like a month and a half at most, maybe, right? Month and a half, 2 months, right? So this is where they're making up for, not kind of letting you know that these legendaries are around the corner, right? Chewbacca was still kind of sudden, but it was also, a different type of event as opposed to how Revan's going to go, which we still don't know. So,
Darth Hideous, question for Finn. Why, Finn? Why?
So separate. There's nothing I can say to that one. Somebody just posted that there wasn't going to be a change to the BB-8. I'm not sure. I saw a Twitter post, I think it was from swgoh Events, that said that it's coming on the 18th, versus the calendar still says 11th. So I don't know if it's changing or not. I saw
the tweet from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Events, and he clarified that it didn't change.
Oh, okay. So then BB-8 is still coming this month or this week. So then maybe, because then October 17th would still be open. I would still guess that C-3PO marquee is coming first, though.
RSG Vormax, question at Vanity, do you blame yourself for everything being your fault nowadays?
Well, that's the reason why I blame Finn Channel exists. Because it's true.
Science.
Yep.
Makwa, question, what gear level should the Old Republic be? I got Bastila, Zalbar, Gear 12, Jolie, Gear 10, Mission, and T3, Gear 8.
You're doing it backwards.
Right.
So the whole goal, unless you really want the characters, is to gather gear and try to limp in through the event. So you don't gear ahead of time and then waste gear because you only needed Gear 7. You just collect gear and hold it until the event comes, and then you use it as you need to so you don't waste anything. So currently all you need is Gear 1 with a bunch of materials in order to push them up. Chances are the difficulty is going to be tiered somewhere where it's going to say required gear of like Gear 10 or something, which means you can get limp in with Gear 8, but I wouldn't gear them ahead of time. Just wait until the event comes. Just gather gear in the meantime.
Mike Hunt, question, I got a crit damage. What?
Well, Mike, ask your question, you mutation.
You see, I was just going to put, I got a crit damage speed mod that turned to 20 and leave it there. And then I thought, no, I will actually put a question in there. I'm still buzzing over that. I'm sorry, I am still buzzing. Yeah, I am. Speed, crit damage, triangle, gold, and speed went to 20 on it. And it's just like, Where's that going to go then?
Depends who you're running.
My arena changes by the hour. Well, kind of. I'm currently running CLS, Chewy, OG Han, Zalbar, and R2.
So I mean, the speed set plus a crit damage secondary lends itself to a character like CLS really well.
Yeah.
If you're going for a fast CLS,
or Voltron.
So I mean, the other part is that the fact that it's a speed set can actually hurt you, because when you're doing a 4-piece, you're not necessarily concerned about the primary stat unless it's critical damage, right? Because then you're trying to stack all the critical damage. Speed set, you have 4 of them, and you're trying to just add on this crit damage in order for like an additional bonus. So I mean, you may even consider a character like Treya, if you're not using an offense set, if you're using a speed set on her, this could work out well for Treya as well.
No, but Treya's offense.
Okay.
Treya's offense, and
then what about your Scion?
My Scion. Where is my Scion?
Because I mean, it would be a character that can potentially get high damage. So Scion and Treya are the two. I wouldn't bother with Nihilus unless you just want to do it for speed. Same thing with potentially Enfys. Enfys could benefit from this.
Ooh, I've found a candidate. I've just looked, and my Grandmaster Yoda at the moment has an offense triangle.
So that could work better for Grandmaster Yoda though, because his special crit is low. I mean, he gets buffed with Bastila and stuff. So unless you have like the team timed out perfectly, where Bastila actually, and I don't know if you do this. I know Loki does it, and it makes sense, but you need the mods in order to justify it. If Bastila goes before Grandmaster Yoda and Hermit Yoda, so Bastila puts the buff on Grandmaster Yoda first, and so then he can distribute it to everyone. If you have that as the timing, then it would make sense to do crit damage, because then he would gain all kinds of buffs and stuff ahead of time. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to look at timings.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Yoda isn't the bad one. It's just you have to see. It'll work on offense for sure. The problem is going to be defense AI, because defense AI is kind of stupid, so you have to try and manipulate it.
Yeah. The other one I'm looking at possibly is Dengar. Just get them grenades going.
Makwa, question for Mike. Which Zetas are needed for Old Republic?
Bastila. Let me see. I've done 3 so far, because I've got 3 of them done. Bastila I did immediately. I also did Jolie. Still thinking that there's some fun to be had with Jolie and Hermit Yoda, with Hermit Yoda double Zeta'd, and just I'm thinking there's fun to be had there. And I did also Zeta Zalbar, because his Zeta just looked worth it. I mean, he's a tank. Sorry, I'm back in game menu. Where is he? Which furry one is he? That's the one. Right. His Zeta is at the start of each of his turns, Zalbar and Mission recover 10% protection for each damage over time effect on enemies. And that just seemed like a no-brainer for me for a tank. To be gaining protection, and on his basic, once you Omega it, he inflicts 2 damage over time effects on target enemies for 2 turns. And if he's got Retribution going as well, that's quite a bit of protection that he can recover. So I opted for that. As far as Mission and T3 goes, I'm leaning more towards T3 and possible droid meta somewhere in the near future. I hope that helps.
Remy Vinet. Question is, Amir, did Ranger pull a grande in this review, calling Tortuga Tut Orga all along?
What?
Sounds about right.
Papa Tortorga.
It's T-O, not T-U.
It'll be what I damn well wanted
Papa
to be.
Tortilla.
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 Yeah, you got to go with the Y. 2 L's make a Y, so tortilla. Tortilla.
No, it's quesadilla.
Just like Bastilla. Next question.
Sith Gorilla, question for Finn. What are you a doctor of, and how long have you been practicing?
I don't practice. So I actually work for a bunch of medical schools. So I'm doing project management and now academic technology. So I actually work on improving the student experiences at multiple different medical schools. So that's what I'm doing. I ain't practicing right now.
Finn. You passed up such a good trolley question. I'm a doctor of love and I practice it everywhere.
And he makes Twinkies.
Yeah, but none of that is true. I'm a doctor of orgonomics. That's it.
Zingy, question on defense. Does a TIE silencer always use his special first? Or
Yes.
if basic is maxed and special isn't, does AI use basic?
No.
The AI always fires the rocket, whether it be on offense or defense, which it really sucks.
Mr. Pennypinch, question for Pano. What team does everyone run in Arena, and where do you all place in your payouts? First?
I'm in a shard rotation, so 1 through 4. Like, I think today my payout is 2 or 3. Okay, I have to look. But I always finish top 4. And I'm using Traya, Palpatine, Thrawn, Zion, and Nihilus.
Yeah, I'm doing Triumvirate, Traya Lead, Sith Trooper, and Thrawn, and my Thrawn's at 293.
Oh, where's my Thrawn? I didn't look at that.
I feel bad. I'm running EP lead with Scion, Nihilus, Thrawn, and Nest. Since I'm on an old shard, I'm stuck in the top 100 until I can get freaking Traya unlocked.
You will soon enough. How close are you?
I'm 15 shards away, so 3 raids.
See, there you
At
go.
least. At the
Hey!
Yep.
Speaking of 3 raids, the 3 more for me. I get her 7 stars, gear 12.
Yeah, I need
Nice.
like how many more do I need? I'm 61 out of 100 on her, so been averaging 6. So 7 more raids, she'll be 7 stars and done. So
I'm 83 out of 100, and I've been getting into the top 5 since we moved to MC3. So.
I just don't try, dude. I just go in there like do 2-3 million. I'm like, aha!
Yeah, I get at least like 9 mil. I got like 11 mil just now.
I take first on an odd date, second on an even. I share with a fellow. Well, he's not actually in our guild at the moment, but yeah, a mate. I share payout in Arena, and Ships is open for me for first. So depending on if I've got the time, I do it. As for Arena, it's either a CLS lead, a Kira lead, or Traya Triumvirate with Chewie and Nest or something. I mix. I play around a bit.
Skate Trooper, question for Finn. Why did you still recommend taking tunes to level 50 to Papa Tortuga? Who needs to store mods on tunes now that we have the GG filters in-game that show unassigned mods?
It has nothing to do with that. It's that there's a limitation on how many mods you can hold.
Right. It's
So,
about holding them now.
It's
not
extra
about...
storage of 6 spots per character.
See,
that you
I've done
can-
that myself.
It's not just for GG. Now, part of it before was for GG, but there's a cap on how many mods that you have that you can hold. There's a lot of people that are getting mods in their mail and stuff because they have too many mods. And if you don't have mods on all of your characters, you shouldn't be throwing away any mods because you need all of them until the point that all of your characters are modded effectively. So that's why I was recommending level 50. It's not for GG. It's for more storage space, and you get 6 extra per character.
That's right.
Yep.
Billy Gunn, are we getting an update today?
Hopefully.
No idea. They like to drop that last minute on us right before our show.
Hopefully.
Takedown Games, question, how about now?
Silo, you just heard me berate Mike, and now you're gonna do this crap too? Put on the baby.
How about now?
If it makes you feel better, Mike was the influence.
That actually makes it worse.
My
You're
apprentice.
influenced by Mike. Do you not feel ashamed?
My apprentice, I need you to learn the ability to force choke your father.
He's already doing that anyways.
Not hard enough. I must teach him to torture and make you spit blood. Get in here, young gun.
Captain Obvious, question: are crystals cheaper for Europeans? Why are they also blubbery?
Mike, you're the only European here, so I'll have to throw this one over to you.
No, mate, they went. Yeah, no, they're not. They're cheaper in the States, way cheaper. So back on you. Why aren't you blubbery?
Well, because this is America.
Why aren't you? Yeah.
I'm not blubbery. I'm a minnow.
Ugnati, question: I heard a while ago we should auto daily challenges, not sim them. What is the reason?
What?
It's quicker.
Who
Sim
told you that? But it
tickets.
makes no difference.
But that's old news now. Yeah.
Yeah, they added like 800 different ways of getting sim tickets now. So the old reason was because of the 12 sim tickets you had to use for Galactic War, but they've added so many ways of getting sim tickets now. It's silly. So unless you're low on sim tickets, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting on like 60,000 sim tickets right now or something like that.
Yeah, same. I'm like 41K. Yeah.
The better question would have been, what are our rituals before we do those challenges on specific days?
Nothing.
Well, I always sacrifice to the RNG gods.
Nah, I just...
I gotta do that daily.
I spam bronziums until I hit a tune.
I have a picture of Loki on my desktop that I rubbed.
I hit Poggle today, and I got 2 Omegas out of the 3 potential. Thank you, Poggle.
Doyerson, question for Dana: how much porging could a porgy porg if a porgy porg could porg?
What the
Porg?
Never.
Porg.
Wow.
And porg.
And we are all less human beings for having listened to that.
Porg.
In fact, we are now dumber for having listening to that question. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Phantom Knight 24, question: when is Ranger going to play Battlefront 2 again? Also, is Grievous out yet?
Not that I know of, and I just played Monday. I'm going to play Thursday, maybe Friday again. Get some more Battlefront in for you guys. You guys seem to like it, so I'll keep playing it. So it'll be tomorrow afternoon. I'll play for like 2.5, 3 hours, do some more stuff. I mean, there's nothing in the game, so I'm just going around wrecking people, so I like trying to find ways to do different stuff. So I'm like, I'll be assault and use this weapon, see what I can do, so it's just a matter of just fighting the battle. So I'm like, I'll just wear my wolf pack armor and just run around.
Black Ops 4 drops on Friday.
Yeah, that's boring to me. When you've done it in real life, Mike, it's just not the same.
You might like this one. It's got a battle royale in it.
Oh, well, in that case, no.
Oh, God. As if there aren't enough battle royals out there right now to not play.
Jeez, people really didn't like that pork question. We got 8 dislikes now.
Really?
Wow.
That's awful.
Who's giving us dislikes?
Yeah, poor
I
you.
just licked the like button. Sorry, I was a bit late.
What the hell?
Well, on that note, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for the RSG crew.
I mean, I know porgs are filthy critters and stuff, but I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
8? That's disgusting.
See what you did, Finn, Dana. I hope you're happy with yourselves.
Well,
Ridiculous.
I am happy with myself.
Well, yeah, I figured, you know. Awful. All right. Is there any more questions, non-Porg related?
No, we don't have any more questions.
All right. Jesus.
People want more porg, though.
No, I think that's not what they want.
Yeah, that's what it says. More porg from Dana.
No,
Yep.
no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ski Trooper, you're fired. God, what is happening? 8 thumbs down. What in the hell is going on up
now
in
it's
here?
10.
10, Jesus!
Now it went back down to 9.
What the hell? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. Holy buckets of balls, Batman.
Sounds like this is a hookers and blow moment.
You know?
33 thumbs up, 9 thumbs down.
God bless America.
Yay, 42. Just really
right.
positive.
Steadily climbing.
I mean, all right, so we'll end the stream there. Good God. But if you are here, thank you for stopping by, guys. We really appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button. We really appreciate it. It helps us spread out the content through the YouTubes. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Obviously, you like the content. You love watching it. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you can get the updates of when we are streaming. And remember, tonight we are streaming our Wednesday live show, the longest running live stream out there in the community. What episode, like 119, 120, something like that. So it's a long time. And we will break down the latest and greatest of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight about what it all means. Also, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, please do. If you'd like to support us and keep the content going, it's always appreciated. And also, if you haven't checked out our GoFundMe, please do. We are planning on, again, running a half marathon in April to raise money for the American Cancer Society. So if you'd like to support us in that endeavor, please go to our GoFundMe and you can support us in that way. So, all right. So if we, I think that covers everything. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys for stopping in today. We really appreciate it. Everyone have an awesome day and the hump day. Everybody on the Florida and stuff, be safe, are in the path of this hurricane. Watch the news, stay safe. You know, don't do anything dumb. We'd like to keep you around for a while, so let's be safe out there. So everyone take care of yourself, and we will see you tonight. Peace.